welcome to Keeping It Real with Jarrod Lawrence. I'm your host, Jarrod Lawrence, and today we're going to keep it real. I've invited 4 guests to give me their point of views on issues that are relevant in today's society. Joining me today are Steve Jacob, Blaine Thompson, Christopher Veen, and the impeccable Fred Estrada. We have a lot of topics to discuss, so let's jump right into it and keep it real. Chris, recently the Democratic Senator Charles Rangel proposed reinstituting the military draft. Do you feel that that is a fair proposal?
No, I'm definitely against the draft. I think if there's one thing that we can do to make everybody way against the war would be to say, now all of you have to get involved. I think it's just another excuse to get everybody to back the war, and I don't think it's necessary. I think we should get out as opposed to put more people in.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the draft is only necessary for a war like World War II or something of that sort, where it's a clear objective and it's a clear threat. I don't agree with the Iraq war in any way. I haven't from the start, and I would not agree to go over there.
I know the 2008 elections are coming up in a couple of years, and I've been hearing that there are a couple of potential black candidates that might be running. We have Condoleezza Rice, we have Barack Obama, you can always throw Al Sharpton in there.
Yeah. No, you can't.
How do you guys feel about these black candidates' chances of winning presidential election?
I would like to take that. Why is it always with race with you? I'm just kidding, Jarrod. No, I think out of the candidates you mentioned, I don't think Condoleezza Rice is going to run. Sharpton is going to run, but Sharpton never has a chance. Barack Obama has the best chance out of any black candidate, probably in history, if he runs. He's very charismatic. He's young. He's energetic. He's got the stuff. I'm not sure he should run yet, though, because he just doesn't have enough experience under his belt. Maybe that'll be an issue.
Illinois for 2 terms, I believe.
Yeah, but that's not much experience.
Yeah, I think he should campaign. I don't know if he necessarily is going to actually run, but he's got to get his face out there and say, you know, I'm a nice guy. You can trust me.
Would you get him over John Kerry?
Oh, come on.
I don't know if John Kerry's all that bright either.
Because John Kerry looks like he's going to be running again. So.
I hope not.
No one's going to vote for him.
And we're going to make a quick switch to sports. No. I know it's getting a little heated in here, so we're going to switch to another topic.
Yeah, those are just the lights, Jarrod.
There has been a big uproar about steroids recently in sports. It's caused a lot of controversy. There's certain athletes that America seems to be obsessed with hating because they accuse them of taking steroids. I'm not going to say any names, Barry Bonds, but some of these athletes have not even been proven guilty yet. Do you think that steroids in sports is a big problem? Are we making a big deal out of it? Steve? I know you want
Barry Bonds. How can you defend Barry Bonds, Jarrod?
He has not been proven guilty, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Right now.
He might as well be, though. He's ridiculous. Like, he's terrible. And he's a great player, but, you know, he's great at hitting the ball, but he would not be anywhere close to Hank Aaron if that man hadn't juiced up.
He's played about 20 seasons. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, he was a good player before.
Very good player.
But he maintained and then actually got better as he got older, and that's just not natural. And he even admitted, under a grand jury that he unknowingly took these things. He didn't know what they were. If I was an athlete and my body is what gives me my money, I'm going to make sure that everything that I put into my system, I know exactly what that is.
Key word is unknowing.
Well, I mean, do these guys know? Are they just they're giving themselves a loophole so when they do get caught, they get out?
We're gonna move on to another topic. I just want to say one last thing before we move on. Satchel Paige did get better as he got older. Just want to let y'all know that.
Okay. All right. Okay, way to pull that out of your...
Pitchers, a lot of pitchers when they get older, they get better.
Okay.
Jamie Moyer, Greg Maddux.
A couple of weeks ago, it was reported that a Philadelphia man ran onto the field and pulled a gun on the coach at a Pee Wee football game because his son wasn't getting enough playing time. This is just ridiculous to me, but it seems that a lot of these parents are taking these games more serious than their kids. Sure. What do you guys think about these overly competitive parents? I know we just had the video on there. But.
The gradual, incline of when you're going from high school to college, and even if you go to the NFL, the football becomes more of a job. It breaks it down. When you're young, that's the most fun you're gonna have.
There's a lot of kids who look up to role models too, who don't necessarily set the best example.
Exactly.
Practice, like
that's definitely true.
Practice. Talking about practice, but that's a whole nother topic. I'm sorry, I have to get out. Let's move on to technology for a minute. There is a big epidemic that is plaguing America, and I'm not talking about crack. No. I am talking about laziness, guys. Laziness. This is bigger than drugs. With
How's this
inventions of
technology?
all this new technology like the internet, eBay, which is the epitome of laziness, and video games,
'Cause you're
it
gonna go
looks
to an
like
auction
this
house?
country is headed in the wrong direction. From a healthy standpoint, does anyone think that all this new technology is contributing to all of the laziness that is going on in America? I know I'm not the only one that thinks this.
I do have a comment I would like to make on that.
Go ahead, Blaine.
I'm not really sure if it makes you lazy, but I would say that technology can make you unproductive. I guess if you were speaking of the fact that, let's just say for instance, if you make music and if you actually go online, there are actually ways to get as many programs as you want. So you'll actually spend more time learning these programs than actually making music. And I feel
We're gonna get to the illegal downloading in a minute, though. Please, hold on.